with the tarot reading for Invest 99E, soon to be Tropical Depression, I want to say 10, or Tropical Storm Howard. So, let's just get started. First card, Six of Cups. Okay. So yeah, Six of Cups, renewal or new beginnings. We will have left behind self-doubt and fears, and now we are ready to begin sharing feelings of generosity. So yeah, this storm's gonna be, well, it's gonna be a new storm. That's basically what that is. But generosity, the storm's gonna not be alone. There's gonna be another storm that's gonna form around the same time, or shortly after. While this thing is very much still alive. Got the Hangman reversed. First time I got that one. Period. And I got it reversed. Okay, so this is gonna be a minute for me to find that one. Oh yeah. Hangman achieved an egoless state. Well, having achieved an egoless state, the seemingly upside down Hangman is actually viewing the world from a lofty perspective. The Hangman has access to a new way of being. He is filled with contentment and knows true peace of mind. So there's going to be a little bit of chaos with Howard. That's what I'm getting out of this. Considering it's reversed, you're going to get the opposite reaction, the opposite effect. But yeah, it's telling me there's going to be a little bit of chaos with Howard. So this Howard's going to impact something. It's going to do something nasty. But yeah, through personal, yeah, it's not going to be alone, but it's not something that's going to happen with it. Something big's going to happen with it. Now, Ace of Swords. So, direct and focused. The obvious. This is obvious, immediate with the ace. The sword is a penetrating energy and exemplifying mental clarity, cutting through the personality to discover truth. So, the models are going to be very accurate on what this thing's going to do. The forecast is going to leave little to the imagination. It's going to be, yeah. Hold on. But that's what I'm getting out of this. There's gonna be little left to the imagination of Howard. Howard's gonna do something, and it's gonna be left to the imagination. So yeah, it's gonna be straightforward. It's gonna do what it's gonna do, and it's gonna leave the picture. Don't know why it did weird focus, but we got the star. Don't know why we got weird focus when we got the star out. I find that interesting. The star emerges with the waters of life, shimmering, exquisite. So this is, yeah, this thing is going to be producing a lot of rain. That's going to be a given. It's going to be a major recurrent threat. If it hits land, it's going to be major storm charge. There's going to be a bit of storm surge, but largely this is going to be pertaining to rip currents. So basically, during the duration of Howard, if you're on the west coast of the U.S. or Mexico, you're going to want to stay out of the water, particularly southwestern U.S., like San Diego. Well, from like the Tijuana, San Diego area up towards like L.A., maybe Ventura, Santa Clarita regions. You're going to want to stay out of the water. Same goes for Hawaii. But yeah. This thing's going to be nasty with the... Yeah. It's going to be a big one. Yeah, nakedness and innocence. Yeah, the storm's going to be nonchalant about doing that. 10 of Cups. Okay. Hello. I don't know if you guys are commenting on anything because it's not popping up. And it is having some issues. Hello. I know. This is many years I'm doing this. Is like wondering how accurate this is gonna be. Hold on, I'm gonna need a... Okay, so you're probably the first comment that's relevant or something. But yeah, 10 of Cups. Everything is coming up rainbows. Life is filled with love, sharing, family, and friends. The 10 of Cups is a card of plenty, rich, and heartfelt fulfillment. So I guess, yeah. Hurricane watchers are gonna have a fun time watching this storm do its thing. That's what that tells me. It's gonna be viewed by a lot. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Because I wasn't sure if the thing was being weird or not. But yeah. But yeah, this is telling me that people are gonna enjoy viewing Howard as it does its thing. It's gonna be a photogenic storm. It's not gonna be slop. Yeah. I mean, outside of the rip current threat that I'm picking up with the star, it's gonna be largely offshore. It's not gonna cause much issues. But if you're on a boat heading in that direction, you're gonna have some trouble. Speaking of swords, got King of Swords. Which would be, hold on, trying to find the page. King of Swords is highly disciplined and present represents both discrimination and intellectual prowess. This king sees the heart of all matters and rules with a king's sense of justice and wisdom. So again, this does reiterate what the Ace of Swords, and the fact that it's gonna be there's gonna be little left to the imagination in what the models are gonna do with it. There's gonna be like very little deviation in the models. They're gonna be consistent. We're gonna know exactly what this thing's gonna do, and yeah, that's what I'm getting out of this. 6 of Swords, reversed. Now that's interesting. 6 of Swords represents a transition into a higher state of awareness, a process that often requires a loss of some kind. Considering the reverse part, there's not going to be any loss. There's not going to be a huge loss. And due to that, people are going to turn a blind eye on, I guess, climate change. That's what I'm getting out of this. Yeah, there's not going to be a huge loss, and because of that, people are not going to open up. They're not going to open their eyes on terms of climate change. That's what I'm getting there. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, got bombarded with a earthquake. No, I didn't. Okay. Capricorn, full moon. Global financial problems. Okay. That's not good. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah, the longer... Well, I do 10 cards with every tropical system. And I've started this with... I want to say... Alice? Yeah, Alice with... No, Agatha. Because that's the storm that formed first. And then it's Alex and... Yeah, going from there. But we got Queen of Pentacles. She is fully aware of the bounties of the earth, the value of being in harmony with the natural world around her. Through creativity and connection to the divine, this Queen of Pentacles has attracted worldly abundance. So yeah, this thing's gonna have all the ingredients it needs. Yeah. She is gonna be... Howard's gonna have all the ingredients it needs to flourish in the Pacific. Yeah, didn't know that. Can't believe. Yeah. Yeah, tarot card and in a storm. Yeah, that's a thing. Um, I'm actually not the first person in the weather field to do this. Actually, a meteorologist that's based in Wisconsin used to use tarot cards for his forecasts. Used tarot for his forecast. But yeah, again with Queen of Pentacles, I'm picking that this thing is gonna have all the ingredients it's gonna need. It's gonna flourish. But that's reversed. Actually, no, that was if it wasn't reversed. With it being reversed, it's gonna be fighting like wind shear. It's gonna have some dry air come into play. It's gonna have some issues. I completely forgot it was reversed. But Ace of Wands, reversed. So yeah. New and inspirational energies are awakening with the Ace of Wands. This goes with the Queen of Pentacles reverse, and that the thing is gonna struggle. It's gonna be fighting some sort of like issue like wind shear or dry air or something along those lines. Depending on how winds are going, it might also end up being fighting smoke from the fires in California, Mexico, and all that stuff. It's going to be fighting the smoke from there, and it's going to help prevent it from going too crazy. I don't see this thing becoming a major hurricane, if a hurricane at all. And finally, Four of Swords. That's what that tells me. So, Four Swords represents a pause in life, a moment of refreshment and renewal, and a solitary time of introspection. This time can be compared to the dormant period that the seed spends in the ground before it bursts forth. So, what that tells me is after Howard forms, and after that other invest that's south of Hawaii does its thing, that the Eastern Pacific Basin may very well be quiet for a little bit of time. That's what that tells me. We might hit a small quiet period in terms of formation. Well, future formations. So that's what. But yeah, likely we're not gonna have much else to go on. So Howard might be the last one for a while, unless if that other invest south of Hawaii forms, but that'll likely not get the J name. Yeah, IJ, yeah, I name. Ivet. It'll likely get one of the Hawaiian names, considering of its location. But yeah, that does seem to be it for right now. Links will be in the description box below. No. Actually, no links. There's no links involved in this. But yeah, that's the gist of this. And so, basic summary: the storm is gonna be run of the mill. It's gonna be very clear on what it's gonna do, but it is gonna be fighting some sort of wind shear or dry air. It's gonna struggle. But that could be what the chaos it comes into. But it's going to be straightforward on what it's going to do. And Howard might be the last storm for a while in the Eastern Pacific. But it's going to be straightforward. It's not going to impact much. So that's why but avoid water. Avoid going in the water. So with that does seem to be it for right now. Links will no links, but after this I do have a tornado somewhere, so get to that. And yeah, that's about it. Stay safe out there. See you in the next video or stream. Bye.